Knock Knock. In this very lush forest, with lots of humongous trees, it was a place that many animals made their homes. Some lived at the forest floor, while some lived in the canopy. Still, some even lived in between. About halfway up the biggest and oldest tree of them all, in the center of the forest, lived a family of woodpeckers. They were a very active family, always making improvements and expanding on their home. One day, Mom and Dad were busy inside their nest when their little one, Knock Knock, really wanted to tell them something. He came up to his mom and started tapping on her to get her attention. "Mommy! Mommy! Mom! Mom! Ma! Mommy! Mommy!" he said continually as he prodded her. He flapped around her and tapped her all over, trying to get her to stop what she was doing. His mom was really focused on something important, though, and quickly it started messing up her project. She quickly became overwhelmed with everything she was trying to pay attention to at once, and she'd had enough. "Knock Knock," she said. "Will you please stop it? That is starting to hurt, and you're not showing much courtesy, respect, or self-control. Please, if you mess this up, it will cause me to have to redo a ton of work. I could finish faster if I can focus, and then we can have some time." She tried to stress how important this was. At the same time, she wanted to spend time with Knock Knock too, but she had to finish this first. But I really need a worm out of the fridge, and I just can't reach it," he whined back at her. She let out a resigned sigh and went to get him a worm from the other side of the nest before going back to work. She reminded him that he could have been nicer and showed more courtesy in how he asked. He could have been a bit more patient. Sometimes you must wait a little bit for things. The next day, Knock Knock's dad was working outside, and Knock Knock really wanted him to play. He flew out to his dad and started tapping on him to get his attention. This startled his dad and made him jump. "Knock Knock! You have to stop or I'm going to fall!" he yelled out, but Knock Knock couldn't hear him for all the excitement of trying to get his attention. Knock Knock's dad lost his footing on the branch and began to fall. Knock Knock gasped, frozen in shock, not knowing what to do. He watched his beloved daddy fall all the way down out of the tree. His dad tried to get himself the right way around to fly and slow his descent. His father managed to get himself upright, but not before he had bounced off the ground with a thud. Knock Knock flew down to check on him, where he had come to rest as fast as he could. His father had hurt his leg, but thank goodness it wasn't worse, and he would recover. He will never forget the conversation his dad had with him afterward about self-control. It is important to have patience and accept that other people can only focus on one thing at a time. Sometimes the responsibilities they have to focus on are important or even dangerous. Accepting this as true reminds us that it may be better to show self-control and to wait for the right time to get someone's attention, as well as be nice about it. That way we can learn how to relate as great teammates to everyone around us. The end. What did you learn about this story? Patience is accepting things as they are. Do you think that if you accept that people might not always be able to drop everything for you, the same way you don't with them, that it might help you learn to be okay with waiting for them to finish before interrupting? As long as it's not an emergency, of course. Courtesy is being nice. Do you think if Knock Knock had been nicer about how he approached his parents to spend time and play with him, that he might have gotten a better answer? Then, if he showed the self-control to wait, do you think he would have ended up able to play with them much faster?